Hello everyone! Today I'm gonna show you a tip on how easily we can understand a query in dbt using the extension dbt per user. So to start, I already have a model that has 3 sources and 1 CTE and 1 final CTE selecting all the columns that I want. So for example, if I want to understand what this specific CTE is doing, I can just select it, right click, data pilot, and explain. So then this opens for me this data pilot chat, and this chat will explain to me what this is doing, this query is doing. At the end of this chat, you can always see in simple terms what the results. So in this example, this query is creating a summary of user activities. And if I want, there's a follow-up suggestions of questions that you can just select it. In my case, I actually also want to change the CTE because I do want to add 3 new columns. So I can also do the same, data pilot, and change. And selecting the CTE. And in my case, I want to add 3 columns, 1 for each activity type. So I have login, logout, and post as activity types, and I want a count of each of those. It already gives me very quickly these results in here, and I can just simply copy and paste, and this should already work. But if you're like me and you prefer to use Jinja, I can also ask Data Pilot to change this query for me to use Jinja loop instead of explicitly saying each of the counts. So as you can see, the pilot already gives to me an update of the CTE using Jinja. It creates this variable for me, activity types, and I can simply copy and paste this for loop. Instead of these 3 columns, I just post here the for loop. And I ask it to explicitly not give and comma at the end of the 3 columns because I'm using Postgres, otherwise this would raise an error. So now I already have these 3 columns in the CTE user activity, but as I'm not calling them in my final CTE, I cannot see in my final result. So I can use the same chat just to add these 3 new columns to also my final CTE. And in a couple of seconds, it will give me a full result of this final CTE. And as you can see, already gives it to me. I don't need to copy again my variable. I just need to copy this final select statement and running my query preview. I can see that now I have these 3 new columns in here in my model. And that's what I wanted to show today. Thank you.